Hi, my name's Kay. I teach core strength vinyasa yoga, and this is a gentle beginner's flow. And I'm just doing it for anybody that feels like they need a little bit of me time in this crazy lockdown, and to hopefully be able to do these every week. So just little snippets, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just to bring us all together. Okay, so sitting up nice and straight. Head over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips. Let's begin by moving our heads round in a little circle. Maybe stopping to take any breaths where there's any stiffness. Very gentle, small circles. And the other way. Taking a breath in and out, so just gentle breaths. Bringing ourselves onto the mat. Concentrating on our breath to bring us into the present moment. Chin coming to chest. Breathe in. Breathe out as you look up. Breathe in at the top. Look down as you breathe out. Okay, taking the hand down to the side. Let's lift the arm up and straight over the head. And so we're not rounding forward, we want to be keeping this heart open, maybe looking up. Breathe in again here. Breathe out, coming round to the other side. Stretching all down the side of the body, the lats, stretching into the hips. Take a breath in. Take a breath out, coming straight up. Let's walk the hands forward. And come over to the side, so your right side, taking a breath in and a breath out, working into those hips a little bit deeper, breathing in again. On the out breath, let's lift the arm up, stretching from fingertip to fingertips, breathing in and out, breathing in again. Hands come down, let's walk over to the other side. Breathing in here gently again. Breathe out and let go. Breathe in again. On the out breath, stretching up again. Fingertips to fingertips. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Okay, walking ourselves back to centre. And let's start to work into the hips as we breathe in and out. Forward and in, out and back, using that breath. And the other way, breathing in, breathing out. One more. Breathe in and out. Okay, coming back to centre. Let's bring the hands to heart. And I want us to bring our hands out, opening the heart. Slight curve in the back, so slight back bend. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's curve forward, so like a little cat-cow but seated. Breathing in. As we come out, breathe out as we come forward. And again, breathing in. And breathing out. Let's bring the hands to the knees, straight back again. Breathe in, arms come up. Breathing out, stretching to the left, a little twist. Twisting through the top of the chest, keeping the hips forward. Nice straight back, so being aware to keep our back nice and straight. Breathe in again, arms come up. Breathe out, twisting to the other side. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Okay, moving from there, let's move on to our mats and along the side of the mat, taking our legs wide, feet together, walking our hands forward, head coming down to the mat for a wide-legged child's pose, keeping our arms at shoulder width and just gently melting. If this is too deep, maybe putting a blanket in between the legs or a block, or maybe a block on the head. So only going where your body is comfortable, listening to the body. Breathe in again here. Breathe out, let go. Breathe in again. And on the out breath, hugging in and up through center, so engaging the core to bring ourselves up to all fours. Okay, from here, keeping the hands nice and wide, pushing into our finger pads. Take a breath in and a breath out. So we'll take some cat-cows, bending the arms, breathe in. Pushing off, head down, lifting our back up, rounding through the spine. Breathe out, bending the arms, coming back up to cow pose, pelvis forward, head forward, look up. Breathe in again. Rounding the spine, so warming through the spine. Breathing out, coming up. Breathe in again. And out. Okay, from here, starting to round through. So working some weight into the wrists, pushing into the fingers. Let's get those hips moving. Rounding little circles, warming up, whole of the body, gently. And let's go the other way. Breathing in, breathing out. Come into a stillness, let's come back off the wrists, give the wrists a little bit of a break. Working gently, building strength. Okay, and then coming back to our all fours, our knees are underneath our hips and our shoulders are over our wrists. Let's take a breath in, and on the out breath, let's hover the legs about 3 inches off the floor. So this is building strength, helping to build towards our plank poses. Breathing in here, breathing out and lower, relax. Breathing in again, breathing out, hugging up through center, strengthening the core, breathing in, breathing out. One more breath in, out and lower, and we'll take that one more time. Take a breath in and out as we come up. Breathe in again. And out. Last breath in. Breathe out, back down to the knees. Okay, let's walk the knees back a little bit. Walk the hands slightly forward and bring the chest down, the head down to the mat. Keeping the knees underneath the hips. Keeping the arms at shoulder width down to our puppy pose. Feeling that stretch through the shoulders. You might want to put your head on a block. So we can be up here with our head on a block so it's not as strong through the shoulders. Maybe taking the hands a little bit wider to give a less of a stretch on the shoulders. So wherever it's comfortable in your body, we're all different. Taking another big breath in and out. And on the next breath, we're going to move into Sphinx. So take a breath in. On the out breath, lifting ourselves forward, chest is coming down to the mat. Bringing the shoulders underneath the elbows, hands are facing forward. So just a little gentle back bend, pushing into the fingers, working the lower back, strengthening the muscles in the lower back. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Breathe in again. This time coming down to the mat, and let's bring our hands, arms down by our side. So here we're going to go into half locust, so we're going to strengthen the back muscles. Take a breath in. On the out breath, let's lift the front of the body off the mat, engaging the lower back muscles, strengthening the muscles, pushing down into the feet, pushing into the pelvic. Take a breath in here. Breath out and lower. Let's take that again. Breathe in. Breathe out and up. So really strengthening these back muscles. Take a breath in here. Breath out and lower. Bringing the hands either side of the chest. Let's keep the elbows into the side body. Take a breath in, pushing into the pelvis on the out breath and the tops of the feet. Let's gently lift into a cobra. Taking the shoulders away from the ears and gently looking forward, pushing into the fingers, using those back muscles as we did Breathe in again. Breathe out and let's lower down. Breathe it in again. We engage the core, lift the knees, tuck the toes under. Keep the elbows into the side body. Breathe it in. Relax. Breathe out. Engage the core, bringing yourself back up to all fours. From here, take a breath in. And on the out breath, let's bring the right foot forward into a low lunge. Okay, in a low lunge, we need to be keeping the knee over the ankle. We want to take back the left leg, but we don't want to, if your leg's here, that's fine. If you want to pad out the knee by folding over the mat or using a blanket, keeping that chest as much as we can off this front leg, and let's have a nice straight back looking forward, engaging the core, ready to rise up. So tucking the back toe under, the left foot under, breathe in, and on the out breath, engage the core, push up from the front foot, very gently bending both legs and lifting up, hands onto the hips into our high lunge. Back leg can be bent. Okay, when you're ready, breathe in. Let's lift the arms up. Okay, so we're putting some weight into these legs. Try and lift the pelvis back so we're not dumping forward. Nice straight high lunge. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Breathe in again. Breathe out, arms come down. If you need to use your hands to come forward, hands to the ground, step forward. Feet are 2 fists apart. Okay, keeping a lovely bend in the knees. Let's take hold of the elbows and just hang straight over those legs, warming through the backs of the legs. Taking a breath in here and a breath out. So we're just letting the head dangle, working into the backs of the legs, stretching out the spine. Okay, hands are going to come down. Take a breath in, pushing down into the bone behind the big toe, the bone behind the little toe, and the heel of our foot. Pushing into that foundation as you breathe in. As you breathe out, engaging up through the inside of the feet, up the legs, vertebrae by vertebrae, rising up to Tadasana. Arms are going to come up. As you breathe in again, breathe out, hands to heart. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Breathe in again. And out. Okay, taking the feet closer together with the toes together, heels slightly apart. Let's take a breath in, bend the knees, arms come up. And let's come down to our chair pose. So arms coming forward. We're pushing in to these heels, so you should be able to wiggle your toes. Ears are in line with your tops of your arms. Pushing the bottom back, the glutes back. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. As you rise back up, breathe in again. Breathe out, back to chair. Keeping the knees in. Keeping the weight in those heels. Pushing back. Take a breath in here again. Breath out, let's lean forward over these legs. Opening the feet, heel toeing to hip width again. Knees bent. Take a breath in. Take a breath out, halfway lift. Halfway lift can be hands on the calves, hands on the thighs. Let's keep these elbows in, nice flat back. Let's balance a teacup on our backs. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Breathe in again. Hands are going to come down to the floor, and we're going to walk our legs back to downward facing dog. So just walking out the dog. We're looking to get a nice straight line from our wrists right the way up to the bottom of our back, not at the expense of getting our heels down. Keep the knees bent to keep this nice straight line. Taking a breath in here and a breath out. Let's walk back to the top of the mat, knees bent again. Bending the chest to the knees, take a breath in, pushing down into the four corners of the feet, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in again and soften. Breathe out, pushing down into the feet, lifting up vertebrae by vertebrae, rising up. Arms to the ceiling, breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out, hands down to heart. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Okay, breathe in, bending the arms, the knees, arms coming up, bending the legs down to the mat. Let's take the leg back on the other side, coming up to a low lunge on the opposite side. Taking a breath in here and a breath out, making sure the knee is over the ankle. Breathing in, breathing out. Keeping the chest off the knee, back nice and straight, looking forward. Let's tuck the back toe under. Take a breath in. And on the out breath, engaging the claw, pushing up through the front foot, pushing ourselves up to a high lunge, keeping the pelvis back. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Breathing in again and out. One more time, breathe in. Out, arms come down, hands to the floor, step forward. Take a breath in here, pushing down into those feet. Breathe out, arms come up. Hands to prayer position. Breathing in here, breathing out. Okay, stepping to the side of the mat. We're going to take the feet out wide, so facing the corners of our mat, sitting up, standing up nice and straight. Take a breath in, bringing the arms up, and on the out breath, let's bend the knees, so we're pushing the knees out as we engage the glutes, bringing our hands down. Breathe in again, arms come up. Breathe out, let's come down to goddess pose or temple pose. Breathe in again, up. Breathe out and down. Okay, one more time. Breathe in again. Breathe out and down. Taking the hands to the waist. Breathe in again. Breathe out, let's straighten the legs. Bringing the toes to face forward. We're going to come down into a forward fold, hinging at the hip, hands on the waist, keeping the shoulders back, chest out. Take a breath in. Breath out, hinging forward. Breathing in, let's stay at halfway. Pausing here to take a breath in and a breath out. Bringing the hands down lower. Take the legs a little wider. Breathe in again. On the out breath, bringing yourself down to the mat. Hands might be off the floor. That's fine. So you find your place, just working on the edge of that stretch. Just gently take a breath in and a breath out. Hands back on the hips. Breathe in, engage the core. Keeping the chest out, rising up with a straight back as you breathe out. Breathe in again and out. Okay, we're going to turn the left foot forward, the right foot is going to come to our warrior foot, so our 45-degree angle. Keeping the knee over the ankle, let's bring our arms out to warrior two. Looking forward, keeping the knee out so we can see the toes. Looking forward, breathe in again and out. Okay, breathe in. On the out breath, let's straight up. Stretching tall. On the out breath, let's come back to warrior two. Breathe in again, up, and breathe out and down. Bring the hands down by the side. Let's move the feet. So let's bring the right foot forward, left foot back to 45-degree angle. Straighten the front leg, arms coming up. Breathe in, breathe out. Into our warrior, same again, breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in again and up. Breathe out, back to warrior. And again, breathe in and up. Breathe out to warrior. Lovely. Breathe in again. Breathe out, arms come down. Let's bring ourselves heel toe to the center of the mat and breathe in again. Arms come up, breathe out, arms come down, bend the legs. Coming onto tippy toes to do a toe balance. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Hands coming down, gently taking your hands behind you and bringing the legs out in front of you. Take a breath in here, in staff pose, so nice straight back, feet are flexed. Take a breath in and a breath out. Okay, let's take the right leg over the left leg, bringing that in. Sitting up nice and straight, breathe in again and out. Breathe in, taking the left arm up, wrapping it around the right leg, sitting up straight. Breathe in again. Arm comes up and behind you, looking over the shoulder. Keeping yourself up nice and straight, bottom foot is flexed. Breathing in here, pulling the leg in towards you, stretching out the hip, getting deep into the glute and the piriformis muscle. Breathe in again and out. Coming out of the pose, swapping over, give the legs a little bit of a rub. Let's take the left leg over the right, sit up nice and straight. Breathe in again, bring up the arm. Opposite arm wraps around that leg. Breathe in again. Arm comes up and back, looking over the shoulder, flexing the foot. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Breathe in again and out. Breathe in one more time. Bringing our legs back to centre, giving them a little bit of loving. And let's bring ourselves down to the mat. Let's hug the knees in, point the toes, maybe kiss those knees. Breathe in here, breathe out and down. Okay, let's take both arms out to a T shape, breathe in. And on the out breath, twisting to the left, and let's look to the right. Breathe in here. Nice twist for the bottom of the spine, shoulders and neck are relaxed. Breathe in again and out. Breathe in one more time. On the out breath, let's bring the knees into the chest, take the legs over to the other side and look to the left, knees to the right. Shoulders are relaxed. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Breathe in again. Bringing the knees back to centre. Let's hold on to the knees and do some little circles one way and the other. Bringing the legs up to the sky. If you've got a block, you can place the block underneath the sacrum. It's letting some nice fresh blood run down to the vital organs. Moving the feet one way and the other. Relax. Breathe in again. Breathe out, bending the legs. Let's bring them down to the outside of the mat, letting the knees come in. So a gentle counter pose, bringing an inward rotation on the hips. Taking a breath in here and a breath out. Breathe in again. Bringing the legs, feet, ankles right up to the bottom. We're going to push into the feet, push the hands down and just do a little gentle bridge, keeping the knees in line with the hips. So this is a counter pose for our forward bend, so bend in the opposite direction in the spine. Take a breath in here. Breath out, coming down to the mat. And let's come down to our Shavasana, gently relaxing onto the floor, giving ourselves time to relax and unwind and let go, becoming aware of our breath as you gently melt into the mat. And while you're lying in Shavasana, I'd like to just read a little phrase that's called, I am grounded. My spirit is grounded deep in the earth. I am calm, strong, centered and peaceful. I am able to let go of fear and trust that I am eternally safe. I am worthy of all things beautiful. And stay in your Savasana for as long as you have time. And thank you for practicing with me today. Stay safe. Namaste.